All right, so I'd like to call the New Britain Township Park and Recreation Board meeting to. Did everyone have a chance to approve the, to read over the minutes from January 21st?
Yes.
Yeah. Do we have any comments? No. May I have a motion to approve the minutes from January 21st? A motion.
Second.
All right, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Okay, so the approval minutes carries. Second up on our agenda, we have the Easter egg hunt event. Do we have any updates on that, or we still need volunteers?
I still need volunteers. Brooke is already volunteered, she'll be there. And I also have Ally from Mathnasium.
I'll be there as well.
Okay, and Marco. And-
Okay.
So, yeah, so need as many volunteers as we can, because we have 6 different age groups, and trying to keep everything straight, and pictures with the Easter Bunny beforehand at 9:30. I do have flyers for you if you'd like to shake copies on those. I think I have most of the items ordered. I'm supposed to order again with Oriental Trading today, so I should have everything even to do all the 6 grand prizes for each age group.
The basket.
Well, I'm doing bags instead. It's much easier because baskets are all they're horrible.
Okay.
So that should be pretty good, and I spent a lot of that. I spent that $800.
I know we're still using the aids from last year with the
The
training
toys,
session.
we have the ones that are left over from last year with the toys in it. I did buy 2,500 empty eggs with good candy to be filled. With
To be filled.
well, I have filled 500 so far. So I'm just
Okay.
slowly getting it done. I've had volunteers within the office that said, okay, 20 minutes and it's nice.
Okay.
It's not difficult.
Okay.
Make sure you monitor candy.
But the candy is, yeah, there's been plenty that's been swayed.
People are going to stuff candy. You know,
You did many years ago.
so-
Stuff eggs? I love the,
I mean, it's on the work day or we,
I give you eggs to take with you and candy to take with you.
okay,
So,
we'll be back next meeting.
whatever. Do that. Yep. Problem is,
Did you order the bags that you?
I did.
You did,
I
okay.
have everything hopefully ordered. The rest of it should be here at the end of the week or the beginning of next week, so everything will be here in place. So,
We have another meeting before the.
yeah, March 18th, so we're good. So any eggs that aren't filled by then, you'll get some.
No, that sounds fair.
Are there a lot of sponsorships?
There's sponsorships. We never just, this is always in the great township event.
I think the EAS.
Well, now we do all of everything else.
So, if you'd like to put on funny ears and help us,
Oh, well,
We're
we
thankful.
will be in the lobby with the table with us, or if it's outside, we table next year.
oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yes.
Yeah, so we'll be there
We
handing
can have
out
somebody
some
with
pamphlets
That's
on,
fine.
rain gardens.
I also, the food truck is, he's on board too, and
Okay.
we are not paying him. He's going to make, I have menus that I can give you, so that he has all kinds of breakfast foods that he's going to sell.
Okay.
Mentioned that it's 9:30 to 11:30, I said it's a small window, but he said yes. No.
Is he local?
He's in Philly.
Yeah.
So yes, he's wonderful. He kind of reached out for the Fall Fest. I didn't know anything about him, so he's very happy to participate there. So he's in for the Fall Fest also. So I can kind of pass it around if you want to just, and I also included in here what I've spent for everything, so there's a breakdown of that too, besides this menu.
And then have you already reached out to the local schools that would want the leftovers or whatever?
There are going to be any leftovers, but first on my agenda is to get to every daycare and any of the schools that I could possibly spread the word. So. And then, yeah, and then we will make arrangements, then you have signage, we will recycle the eggs. Okay, yeah, we will make that happen.
Good job.
Thank you. My first time doing that kind of stuff.
It's. That's quick.
Well, and you guys. have
We'll be there. We'll
done
we'll have
this
pretty much have everything set up. I'll unsee the thing and we'll just take it go.
So we'll have the truck to collect food, the food pantry as well, so.
Does anybody have any questions about the egg hunt? All of the sound systems and stuff?
Yes.
Yeah, we've improved the sound system,
Yeah.
so we're good.
Okay. All right, any other comments about the egg hunt? All right, third up will be the Santa House event relocation. Are we?
Yeah, we had set this aside, work with Nate mentioned before, that we should take some time to think about it, to make a
Sure.
vote, so. We have time to present it to the board supervisors if we decide to move it for their approval, and we can make an announcement at every event if it is approved. If we decide, so I think we need a vote from the board before we can move on. If we don't decide to move it, then that's where it stays, and we don't have to, the board has already approved that where it's at now, so.
Okay, does anybody have any thoughts or anything about it? Pros or cons?
Make it easier for us.
I have to move the house either way. Our biggest concern was the amount of turnout for the children that were gonna be there, and the amount of food that we got being at the Giant. It was brought up to me, however, that the police were concerned that there's more of a chance of a car driving through as of recent events that have happened in that parking lot and already parked. That was one thing they asked me. But honestly, I think any event we have, that's a possibility. Look at the parade. I mean, it's a War Ball Festival, so,
Sure.
but it was something to be considered. Like I said, I have to move the house anyway. I just don't know the amount of work that's gonna be involved with the setup, the additional setup. That would be my only concern. Other than that, and like I said, the turnout, but
And lack of people, there's always people at Giant all night long,
right.
stacking shelves and under the lights. I don't know. But not to relocate, we need a motion before we go.
Yeah, we should probably make a motion and then.
Okay, yeah, my only other concern before we go would be, would there be any other incurred costs for moving it? Just for, and I know we're talking about buying lights to light up the walkway from like Candy Cane Lane. So I just didn't know. It is just, that's something to just,
It was approximately $800 for additional lighting. And there's lots of upside to putting it in the park because we have a building right there. And the kids could do arts and crafts. They can also sit down and write a letter to Santa before they go visit them. There's other things that can be done and other activities that could possibly take place rather than just standing in line and waiting to talk to Santa. So I was just trying to make it more family friendly and just want some other ideas and some other things we could possibly do. Sure. Rather than being concerned about just about where it is, collecting food, which the collecting of the food can be advertised for a month prior to that. We could also collect food in the lobby here, which we do regularly because there is a setup for the pantry and lobby. So that's something that we could do in advance.
So in the past, we had it at the park. We had big routes, we moved it to Giant Park Center. However, 2025, this was back in 2005. I don't have a problem trying it out. I mean, we don't know until we try. So, but that was many moons ago. So I'm all for maybe trying it in 2025. I mean, the worst thing that could happen is it's not successful or it is successful.
Right, but then we consistently move it around and then it's just gonna kind of like fizzle out. That's my only fear. If we try it, because it takes a couple of years before something catches on. Now they know it's over there. Everybody comes there, they know what time to get there. It's
We're gonna catch 22 here, go back and forth. So.
well, that's why I said, so we stopped, if you guys had time to think about it, so I would say let's make a vote and go from there. A motion and vote, see where we're at.
Okay, can I have a motion, would everyone like to make a motion to relocate the Santa Claus event to or else the township building here? Wrong time. I'll make the motion. To move it? Yes, to move it. What will you just? Does anybody second it? Also. Okay, all in favor? Say the approval. Yeah, I guess we have to, right? To go down the line. I mean, these two motions, I'm not sure how it works. Do we need all of us have to vote on to it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So we have two in favor.
There's two in favor.
So now you just have to ask for everybody out. Well, look. Yes, you know.
That's okay.
Okay.
Never.
I'll do a yay just for the spirit of trying it. Again, we won't know until we try it. It's,
We started it many, many, many years ago, and it didn't work.
been on this 20,
Twice since
25
then.
years.
I don't know. And it did not. People like to go, you know, see Santa and then take the children and the new Thomas and.
It was enough to carry it. There's three in favor.
Well, there's three, so it's carried.
Okay. So, yeah, so the motion would carry that to have the Santa Claus event relocated to the township.
Proposed, yeah.
Proposed,
Uh,
but
Does it have to go to?
I'll have to write a memo and propose to the board of supervisors.
Because they meet next week.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is not the same.
I know, but this way I could come up with flyers and we could hand out at.
Well, we still have a month before, I'll have the memo, I'll give it to Dan tomorrow, and then he's aware that this is on the agenda for today. So. And then it'll move forward.
okay, so we will send to the board of supervisors, and I guess we'll hear back in March. Well, their
We
decision.
should know by.
And then we can start advertising. Correct.
Right.
All of us.
Hey, that's the only way we're gonna find out. It's a split
Sure.
decision, and why not try it?
Sure.
And if it works, I hope it works. No, I'm just saying,
You're never gonna
it's
change
like,
my mind.
well, I'm not asking, I don't want to change your mind, I'm just saying, it's like, we got nothing to really.
Like I said, I have to move the house either way.
Sure.
My only option would be having it here, and then I don't have to move it, I'll be all for that.
Well, weather dependent.
You can't get into those other doors?
Not in one piece,
Jeez.
All right. How's it holding up?
it moved back, it sits down, it hasn't fallen apart yet, so
Don't say that word.
it's pretty sturdy still.
Okay.
All right, next up, other business, we have the Long Valley Baseball Spring Permit.
You all got the email I sent forwarded with all the information on it, I figured that you all have to say it's the same term that they have, it's only gonna be one weekend here. No food truck, they're just gonna have their table with their snacks on it to sell. Same deal with the porta potties, if you have to pay to have to clean. What's that?
How many porta potties do you have?
There are, we have here, and there's 5 here in the park, but we also got approved to add the one down by 5 and 6.
So at their location, they're gonna have,
What's that?
at their location, they're gonna have how many? Because with 14 teams.
They're using all the fields. They have permission from Lenape Valley. It's no different than a full day here, baseball, softball. They're cleaned on Friday before the tournament, and they're playing for the extra clean the following.
It's supported.
I agree, I mean, because if you have, with 14 teams, you're probably looking at 1, 2, 3 parents.
Right.
So 1 porta potty per day is. The township says 1 porta potty per day. is 100. So if you have 2 days, where those people here for both days, maybe you can potentially do on that Saturday as well. Would that be,
No, we do it the same way we've done it for the past. They've had this for 3 years, 3rd or 4th year, never had an issue. So we're just keeping things away. We'll have the one down there, we have the 2 up here, and we have 3 over here. like I said, they have permission and it's confirmed with softball, they can use their field stuff. So,
Do you need,
yes, we need to vote on it because I have to write the other one.
okay. So we're voting on posting or allowing access to the use of fields.
They can hold it for, yeah.
Make the motion, yes.
I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, the motion carries. Next up, we have the EAC presentations about the plantings in the front of the building.
Okay, thank you for letting us come in.
Yes.
So first of all, I'm Kathleen Davis, I'm chair of the AC, and this is Carol Young. And we know Mayor Margaret.
Yes.
So the AC is really interested in planting native plants, pollinated plants, and helping the ecosystem generally, the natural ecosystem. And also doing that in a way that it can be really visible to our residents, so they can start to understand these things that really don't pay any attention, and appreciate them and maybe get involved and care about plants and native plants of their own. And we are doing as Bill knows, because he helped us, a little pollinator called back by basketball. Pollinator. Excuse me, I'm not sure. But then recently we became aware of Buck's beautiful matching grant. And they are also very interested in native plant plantings and in beautifying Bucks County and in education about these things. And it occurred to us that the bank in front of the township building would be a perfect place. Everyone knows it needs revitalization, and I know Jessica drew up plans a long time ago, and they were put on hold because there were thoughts of renovating this building big time, which apparently doesn't seem to be happening, not in the front, is where I've been told. Put on hold. There would be many millions that we don't have. So it would seem, would be willing, that the time would be right to try to take advantage of this grant. Bucks Beautiful is small. Their max is 5,000, and I think this would be more like between 1 and 2. But it's matching enough to buy a lot of plants. And really, we wanted to know if you, because you already do all plants and are interested in this. Yes, I made 2 copies of the grant. I figure I did one bill. When I do a whole bunch of copies, it always happens that I'm just wasting trees. Yeah, the tree, plant the trees. You'll see after the note at the front, there's such a little organization that they haven't noticed, and they've made a change, which is that volunteer hours, our muscle, etc., counts as match. And on the first page there, it says it doesn't, so they have changed that. They will fix it, but if we put the grant application in, it would have to specify exactly what the breakdown would be anyway. There's no danger that they could be making that. You know, we'd have to calculate out costs on both sides. So really, we just wanted to know if you were interested in sort of joining with us, since it's in the park, prominently in the park, and putting, just doing it on behalf of both folks.
So you're asking for our help as volunteers? Okay.
We also was partnering on the grant. Partners in grants are always more persuasive than single units. In other words, are you asking, and we are asking, Bucks Beautiful for this grant for them? And yes, volunteer hours.
Sure.
Dig.
Yeah, my question is what type of collaborative work would you need? Like going back and forth on the planting, or making a schedule, or writing the grant, or like what, or just showing up on whatever day that you guys like the plants in, or selecting the plants, or picking the plants up, or what do you need help with specifically?
Did you have a plant list? that you had made it, so you already know what plans you're looking
Sure,
for, so we could price those out.
sure.
We will need to know a day. If we get a lot of community help too, we could probably go in very quick.
Okay. So you think it's like a weekend thing or?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Quick.
and then,
Just the beds, right? Okay.
Yeah, it's just
It's bigger than
Just the
you think.
mulch.
Go out,
It is
stand in
big.
front of it, look, it's big.
yeah.
Yeah, I think it's more than a couple hours.
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
No, that's weapons.
No, that's good.
But also, we could pass the grant application back and forth to make sure we would move on board with what it says.
Okay.
And Bill too.
Yeah, anything in the front, yes.
Sure.
What's called that?
Yeah, the deadline. Our
Of
conscience.
course.
My other question is if you read this.
That would be on us.
We'll help you read.
The only thing my concern is the soil condition. It's like, you put all these plants in there.
We've never had an issue with any,
You did?
everything comes back to that, everything comes back every year. Oh, parameters.
Alright, good.
Nothing really had an issue. The only thing we did last year, we did put a weed block fabric down last year.
Yeah.
Just to get it dressed up because it was so bad, because nothing was getting done before we just mulched it.
I think the black mulch would have.
We got to, we'll have to see how extensive the work is. It's going to need to be done. We have to schedule something. Before we
It's an improvement.
Right, so you don't like everything.
Oh, yeah, it would be native perennials. Some of them would be small shrubs.
Sure.
Right?
I mean, I have a list of the plants, but I don't have like an inventory of how much, because it's not done to scale per se. So it's not a, you know, and how far are you going in town around the ramp?
I think, I was only thinking front, really.
I think we need to measure square footage.
Yeah. Sure.
And see, and lay out a grid, see what plants you want. Generally, most of the natives don't require good soil. They
Right.
are
And it's
from this, like, this ecosystem, and they're used to heavy clay.
my only other question would be, what about, are you removing anything? Trees, plants, there's not much, but there is, as you get down on this end, there is a lot. So would that stuff come out? Because most of it's not native.
So, what Margaret was just telling me, don't forget the deadline. Yes. We have to get the grant application in by March 31st. Which is why we're asking you now, because then we go forward and they have to say yes before we get the grant. And in fact, if you look at that second page, the grant administrators require that the owner of the property signs off. I guess they have issues. Yeah. So I personally was not imagining going down along the ramp and messing with the trees or anything. I think for starters, bigger than you think. But if you look at the front, there's two big swaths, right straight in front of the building. And then if there's an opportunity to go further, another time.
Okay.
It would be, that would in itself, you know.
Just in front of the building, just to clarify, not this little kickoff. I'm talking this way, that or the police entrance or.
Right.
Oh, yeah, not down there.
So not.
Where the bird bath is.
Got it. Okay.
Right, we need, I think it would be wise to start with something that we can sure is not, for sure is not, sure. You guys are right?
I mean, we have a pretty full schedule when it comes to certain things, so, I mean, it's a possibility, obviously.
Is that something we can help out? Is there a
Let's
key
get to
out?
that point, then we'll work something out.
I would only imagine it would need to be done first year to establish.
Exactly.
Right.
Like it's not a.
Right.
You.
But that's a lot of, especially in the morning, you're probably better off doing it at night, because it's direct sunlight first thing in the morning. We can, that would be the other,
Yes.
but there's stick it out.
Oh, that's,
Yeah, we can use the sprinkler hoses on the, we have to, that is one thing, so.
Because like the perennials, the natives are hardier, so.
Right.
Here. So I mean, they're not as.
You can get those other.
Yes, soaker
No,
hose.
slow drips. You put them in.
There's a soaker hose.
Yeah, they just.
And you put a timer.
They don't use a lot of the water. You put it halfway, and it just soak. 100%.
You know, right. Enjoy that. I want to inform the building. So where the steps are, over to the end of the building, or you going all the way down the ramp.
I don't think down the ramp, and isn't that where you just said there are already trees?
I'm sorry, this.
There's not like-
So
Well,
the ramp,
here.
the ramp, there's not, I mean, there's
It's
just
not
there,
much.
but I was just thinking.
The handicap ramp would go down.
Yeah.
Right.
But doing that section.
I was not thinking of that.
We're gonna do, yeah, I was thinking, depending on the plant list, but we could put in carrots or something that is more resembles grass.
Sure.
Easy to weed, steep rooted, but it's never gonna be higher. You know, we're not looking to put, 6-foot things out there.
Absolutely, true.
It's, yes, it's gonna give you the look of, we care, it's taken care of.
Sure.
It's good, middle steps, 6 foot this way, 6 foot this way. Right? They like entrance,
Okay.
entrance to the steps.
Yeah, they more than 6 feet,
Just,
but yeah,
Yeah.
that main section.
Yeah, I am on board on helping and assisting any way that I can. But I said, I can't speak on behalf of everybody. So I just didn't know if that's something that we need to commit to or sign up to or make a motion to or just put it in our
How
head.
about,
We do a motion if you want to do a whole, by one,
Okay.
and one by. Did I hear, okay, volunteer hours, I'll put in one. I hear that we also have to put in half of the funds that match what we put together, or is there no funds required?
There are funds required because our volunteer hours add up to lunch. You said
You said 33. I think I read, when I read it through, as I was reading to the grant. $33 an hour for the manpower to do it.
per person.
Per person. So it shouldn't take long to make it, depending on the plant.
So
list and the extent.
volunteer
Volunteer,
hours.
we need to buy plugs, which you
So-
can get, 100 a tray.
is the money that the township has to do.
I think that, to be honest, and the township already puts money into that, right?
There's maintenance on.
yeah, that's what, I mean.
Yeah.
We used to buy flowers for it every year and we always buy mulch it every year, so.
So there's a bit. To be honest, I think just putting forward volunteer hours as match probably would not be efficient. They probably would want to see some dollar figure as some skin in the game on the part of the county.
I just don't know what.
So, yeah, that's.
I think it's how much money we go forward, do we have that, part of this type of stuff, if we have that.
I mean, we have stuff in the park and rec budget here, that would be part of our yearly budget, so.
Would it?
But
come
that's
out of this
specifically,
budget?
I don't know what we have as
The
far
EAC
as,
budget,
I
or
don't-
does it come out of like the collective pot?
The EAC doesn't have a budget. We have no money.
We
We do everything
We've
with our
been in
hands.
business long enough, right?
Yeah. We don't know, last we were told that everything was on hold, so it's like.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm out, I'm all for it.
what if we, anybody who's interested in attending EAC meeting? And then we go from there. I don't know what we have as far as funding and
Why don't you just get a motion, we'll go forward, get a motion, do it, subject to the finance.
And it has to go to the board of supervisors anyway.
I think the motion would be if we're going to be co-sponsors of grants.
Right, if we're a partnership.
So it's feel it's needed from us tonight because again, just go through this one motion, one request to board supervisors from the voters, both BAC and municipal.
Yeah.
So would anyone like to make a motion to move forward with this EAC's Fox Beautiful grant program to do out front here, the township building, contingent that the funds are available for the township?
Yes, right, I used to be on the PAC, does anybody feel necessary for me to accuse myself of voting or the other? I just want to take those on the table. But then I'll make.
Okay. Will anybody second the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Right, the motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you. So we'll be in touch with some
Yeah,
drafts.
I mean, quickly, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
The 31st is.
We should have together through the next board meeting. Or a board meeting. Yeah. March.
Do you have an email address or you just send everything to Bill and
You can just send us.
Or Jessica.
Or just drive just.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, I think it'd be helpful if you just have a contact.
I'm gonna do our consent everything tomorrow.
I can send you the list, but I said I don't have maybe how many
Right,
per se.
this is what.
It's okay, we'll lay it out.
Next week.
We'll do a grid.
So.
Perfect.
We'll make it easy. We'll get the kids in there.
Do
now I have
you
three
have
members
a
right
drawing
tomorrow,
to
so.
scale of it?
No.
I do.
Probably have to
I
do
have
it.
it. Yeah.
Okay. That would be
But
really
it
good.
got, right, but it got, everything got shut down, so I didn't do the. Put a scale, and then it also depends on at what stage or like how many gallon containers you're buying plots. If you get plugs, or you buying sizable plant, you're buying shrubs, or you just doing.
It would be a combination.
Yeah,
So,
I would think a lot of plugs because it's a lot of space.
and do you have a nursery that you're using or that you would use?
So for plugs,
We
they go to
cover
hydro.
I'm
And
sorry,
under,
Oh,
not so, yeah.
And for the plants themselves, probably, genus.
okay,
Because they only do natives and they're here in Bucks County. Sure. Bucks Beautiful also likes it when the people you're buying from are Bucks County. It's Bucks Beautiful, it's all about Bucks.
okay,
Which is great, that's that.
okay, yeah. That sounds good.
Thank you.
All right, yeah, thank you. All right,
Other business, I have Veterans Committee, was running a bingo event 5 to 9 at the Shrine. If you guys want to volunteer, help us run the event from 6:30 to about 10:30 at night. We need help setting up, we need help cleaning up. We need volunteers at the door to collect tickets, monies. And if you cannot volunteer, perhaps you can spread the word to your friends, reserve a table.
Okay.
Get a group of attorneys around the table, that should be fun, right?
I just did a bingo, this was last week at, New Jersey. Yeah, they did a wicked themed bingo, it was insane, people look crazy.
Yeah, we're hoping to get around 250 people, that's our goal. So,
Do you, what are the ticket costs?
35 for 15 games.
that's a bargain.
At the door, is it more, or in advance?
40 at the door.
40 at the door.
It's also I can bring flyers, that flyer sitting on my desk. The website is already up. Facebook event is already up. So it's we're rolling.
It's the,
It's a good, because,
No,
I mean,
May
May
9th.
9th.
and if we volunteer, are we able to?
It's an automatic.
Yeah, same. Okay, and if we volunteer, are we able to?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. But, pass it to friends, relatives, business associates, great. Public works people there. That'd be fun. Guys,
Flyers?
sure.
That's what they wanted to give up another weekend.
It is really fun. It is.
We'll hand some out of our EAC meeting, because we usually have a bunch of community.
Okay, great, great. It's actually pretty fun. It's
Yeah.
great space up there too. You ever been to the Shrine? Beautiful.
Are
Is
you,
it BYOB? Oh,
And I'll be cooking hot dogs.
all right. Any other business? Public comments? All right. May I have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
I second.
All those, or all there? Any opposed? Motion carries. Excellent.